So, we'll start with some basic rotations of the ankles. So we're gonna go up onto our toes, and let's just go on our toes. And we'll take our heels, focus on the heels, making circles in the air. They don't have to be very big. You want to stimulate the feet. All right, let's go the other way. Warming up those calves, working on a little bit of a, well, I guess you weren't, hopefully you're not working up a sweat from this. Warming up the feet. I guess it depends how warm your house is. Never mind. We're gonna rock back on our heels, then on to our toes. Nice and light on the sticks, or they're just there as guidance. Make sure you're not pushing down on them just yet. All right, so we're gonna go up onto our toes, but now we're gonna take the knees. Make the knees go in a circle. Focus on how the knees are going in their circle. Don't worry about any other part. If your whole body is moving around, not just your knees and hips, that's fine. So just focus on the knees going to one side, the front, the other side, and you'll straighten them out. Just take them to the back. Now let's reverse it. Try and get a nice little circle, both of those knees. Reminds me of the Etch-a-Sketch. Remember that? You move one and the other side goes too. Yeah, that's me. All right, so keep the knees there. Now let's take the hips. Hips go to the back, hips go to the side, hips go to the front. Squeeze the glutes when you go to the front. Go out to the side to feel the stretch down your hip. And remember, you should be still on your toes. Nice and smooth and controlled. If you go too fast, you don't have to worry about stability because you're just hoping not to fall. All right, let's go the other way. Take it around. Nice and smooth and controlled. Sticks are only there for guidance, a little bit of balance. All right, let's relax the feet down. All right, so we're gonna go with one stick. And we're gonna go do our usual. So let's take the stick, rest it across our shoulders. Hands are just loose on the stick. Make sure your glutes are not super tight, but enough to hold your hips in place. And we'll start doing our circles. Remember to keep the stick and the shoulder girdle area nice and tight together. All the muscles around that upper back, moving around, warming them up. All right, let's reverse it. Again, just nice small circles. They don't have to be too big. Nice relaxing pace. All right, so now we'll go to center here, and let's go rock side to side, or slide side to side. Keeping that stick as parallel to the floor as you can. So the middle of your back warming up. Hopefully getting rid of some of that tension. All right, back to neutral. Let's do our little teeter-totter here. Down to the right side. Just so you feel the stretch. And then nice and gentle down to the other side. Not going too quick. Unless you started early and you're already warmed up. All right, we're going to continue with our little teeter-totter here, but we're going to take our hips off to the opposite side that you're going. So right hand down, left hip goes out to the side. You can get a little bit more range, increasing the stretch down the sides. Into the hips. Nice and smooth, transition side to side. And we'll just go one more on each side here. And let's relax those arms down before our fingers fall asleep. All right, so we're gonna do a nice big round the world. So You're gonna be bending your knees, hips, basically everything. Hands are out, a little wide. This is one where we'll start it at the top. Normally, it's a little easier to get started this way. So we'll go down to the side, so dropping the right side, bending down, flatten the stick out, slide it across to the left side, and then come up, lead with the right hand, and then come up nice and tall. Lead with the right on the way down, drop the left hand, stick it parallel to the floor, and then lead with the right hand to come on back up and all the way around. Try and get as much movement as you can through your whole body, nice and smooth and relaxed. Let's do one more complete circle this direction. All right, when you get to the top, let's reverse it. Now we're gonna lead with the left hand, down, drop the right, slide it across, and then lead with the left hand all the way up, right over top in like a rainbow exercise. Slide it across, right up nice and smooth. Make sure you're bending your knees, bending your hips. Your arms are gonna stay relatively straight. You're gonna finish on this last circle right here. All the way up. And let's relax. We're gonna finish our warm up a little bit here with some shoulder rolls. So nice and light on the stick. And we're just gonna go roll it up and come around as much as we can. Remember, if you can't get all the way around without bending your elbows, don't worry about it. Just as much range of motion as you can. You only want to take it back to here, back to your head or your shoulders or wherever you're going. That's fine too. Feel that nice gentle stretch. Remember, it's a gentle stretch. You don't want to be giving any deep stretches this early in the workout. Nice and easy all the way around. Light grip on the stick. Let's go one more back to front. All right, now let's do the vortex. It sounds exciting. Right arm from the front to the back, and then left arm from the back to the front. Let's do that a few times here, nice and smooth. Leading with the right arm from the front to the back and left arm back to front. Let's do one more. And when the stick comes back to the front, we reverse it. Left arm front to back. That's it. Make sure you got a good enough grip on that stick that one arm is kind of going to pull the other arm depending on where you are. Let's finish off with this last one here. All right, so we're going to grab both sticks and we're going to do our favorite combo move. Speaking of moving, I'm going to move this stool because guaranteed I'm going to kick it. All right, this is the one where we lunge back, we drive the knee, we kick the foot, we open the hip, we drop the foot, and we come back up to the high crane here. All right, so we're gonna do that 25 times. Ish. All right, stepping back with the left. Make sure you're getting that stretch, go down as low as you can. Shoulder blades down and back, goes push into the floor, drive that knee up nice and high. Slowly kick that heel back. Working on stability here. Now open up that hip. Pausing at each end range. Let's drop that foot back to the floor. And then bring that knee back up to a crane. And relax. Good. Right side. Take that right foot back. Get that pre-stretch into the hip. Push down into your sticks to come on up. Get that knee nice and high. Slowly extend that leg back. Focusing on the heel. Let's open up that hip. Pause here for a couple seconds. Drop the foot back to the floor. And push into the floor with the sticks. Come on up to the right side crane. Good. We're going to do that a few more times. So, left side back. Feel that pre-stretch. Back up nice and straight. Let's push down to the floor. Come on up to left side crane. Pausing. Extend that foot out as far as you can. Reaching with your hands as well. Let's open up that hip. Pausing here. Now let's drop that left foot down to the floor. Getting that stretch again. Push into the floor with the sticks to come on up nice and high with that left crane. All right, relax down. Go with the right side. Right foot back. Get that pre-stretch. Arms are up nice and high. Push into the floor. Come up to right crane. Let's extend that foot back. Pause. at your end range, reaching as much as you can with your arms. Let's open up that hip. Push into the floor with your left foot to get that right hip up nice and high. Now let's drop that right foot back to the floor and bring that knee up nice and high. Good. Let's do that one more time. All right. Stepping back with that left foot. Feel a little bit more of a stretch, a little bit more range. Let's drive that left knee up as high as you can. Slowly extend that leg, reaching as far forward and back with the heel as you can. Pausing. Now open up that hip. Push into the floor to open it up. Pausing here. Now let's drop that left foot back to the floor. Pelvic tilt, get that stretch. Now push your hands into the sticks and drive that knee up. And relax. One more time with the right. Here we go. Stepping back. And drive that knee up. Let's reach that right foot back. Extending the arms, extending the leg. Pausing at end range. And let's open up that hip. Pushing into the floor with that left foot. Pausing here. Feel the squeeze. And drop that foot to the floor. Feel that stretch in the hip. And push into the floor. Come on up. And relax. Good. We'll pause from this one for now. We're going to go into a kneeling. It's a half kneeling exercise, the one we've done before with your hip is open. Getting a really good stretch to the inside and outside of the leg. And then a new bowler's lunge type of exercise. So if you have something you need to kneel on, you can use that. So we're going to, you're going to use one stick. So I'm on my right, my left leg, my left foot is pointing 90 degrees out to the side. Holding the stick in front. I'm going to lunge, move the left knee out, like further out. So try to get it go past your left toes. And then we're going to take the stick and rotate it to the right. And then slowly come back up tall. We're going to do that again with the left knee. This time we're going to lunge forward with the stick. So let's lunge to the side first. Get that range of motion. And then with the stick staying straight up and down from here, it's not going to be in front of you as you're lunging down. It'll still be straight up and down. So reach forward with the stick. So as you can see with me, mine is directly straight up and down. That's the way you want to try and have it. And then come on back up. We're going to do that again. This time the stick is going to go to the left. So take that knee, travel it past the toes, and then take the stick and just bring it down and try and touch it right down to the floor. This is just giving you extra range of motion. Now slowly come on back up. You're going to have to push with the left leg, or you can push with your hands depending on how much strength you have at that end range. All right, so let's switch it up. Now we're on our left knee, right foot is out to the side. Stick is still in the center by our belly button. So take our knee, lunge it, so you try to get it past your toes, and now we'll take the stick and rotate it off to the left. Always get the legs going first and then rotate. All right, come on back up. And we're gonna do that again. So your hands can be high, they can be low, whatever gives you the most stretch. I normally like having them right at my shoulder level. So let's take our knee, take it past, as much past the toe as you can to get a nice stretch down that lower leg. Now from here, now we reach the stick forward. Stick is, again, it's just a guidance. Your weight is still on your legs. So slowly come on up. And then we're going to do that one more time. Push that knee out to the side, and then take the stick down to the floor beside your foot. You feel a little bit extra stretch in the hip. All right, come on back up. And then we'll come all the way up to a nice standing position, and I'm going to get you to grab your other stick. All right, so with this one, our feet are going to be about hip to shoulder width apart, with the sticks about the same distance, about the usual 6 inches in front of our toes. What I'm going to get you to do is you're going to take your right foot, take it behind, and plant it behind you. Now you can have it so that it's flat. You can actually have the top of your toes on the floor if you want to get more stretch, but it's a little bit more difficult. You can have your foot however you want to have it. The majority of your weight's going to be on that front leg, that left leg. So from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my stick, I'm going to rotate it towards that foot. I'm rotating to the left while I'm on my left leg. My right foot is behind me. Now from there, you can go as low as you possibly can. And then push into the floor with that left leg to slowly come on back up. Now we're going to switch feet. So sticks are still in the same position in front of where your toes are. Take that left foot, take it out behind the right leg, off to the side. Start bending your knees, and let's rotate the sticks to the right. Remember, there's not a lot of weight on the sticks. Your weight's going to be on that right leg. And then lunge as far down as you can and get as much stretch as you can. So you can push into the sticks a little bit to get that extra range, but you're not holding your weight on the sticks. All right, slowly push into the floor with the right leg. Come on up. Good. Now that you've practiced, now we'll do it for real. All right, let's take that right foot behind. Use the experience of doing the first set, the first repetition, that where to put that right foot. All right, so let's lunge down a little bit and rotate the sticks off to the left, and then adjust your height according to how much stretch you want to get and how much tension you want to get in that left leg. Really good lateral stretch down the whole system. All right, push into the floor with that left foot. Come on up nice and tall. Let's switch legs. And left foot back and behind, like the normal bowler's lunge in my regular class. And squat it down a little bit and rotate off to the right. Down as low as you can, whatever's semi-comfortable. As much range of motion as we can. Slowly push into the floor, come on up. Good. We're gonna do both of these one more time. So I'm gonna get you guys to go into your half kneeling position. On the right leg, left foot out to the side, stick is in the front. All right. So your starting position, depending on your flexibility, you can have your knee directly over your heel, or if you have more range of motion, more flexibility in the hip, you can put your foot out just a little bit more. That's totally up to you as to what range you have in your hips. All right, so hands above shoulder level. Now, lunge off to the left, try and get your knee past your toes. If you're going down so far that you just can't go any further, wiggle that foot out just a little bit more. Because the idea is to get the stretch in the adductors on both sides. And now let's take our stick and rotate it to the right. Pulling with the right arm to get that rotation. Feeling the stretch. Pretty much everywhere. Slowly come out of it. We're gonna go into it one more time, or two more times rather. So here we go. Lunging to the side. As soon as you get to your end range, lean that stick forward, reach it forward. Just changing up the stretch a little bit. Your weight is still on your leg. Stick is only guiding you. Let's come on up. And let's do that one more time. Lunge, get the stretch, feel that end range. I can't go any further. And we just take that stick down to the left foot, right down to the floor if you can. It's gonna give you a little bit more stretch into the hips. All right, push into the floor with the foot and come on up. At that end range, if you have to push with your hands, don't worry about it. That's quite a bit of strength you need at that full end range. All right, switching feet. My right foot is pointing out to the side. My left is straight ahead. All right, let's lunge to get that right knee. Try and get it past your toes. And let's take the stick. Once you're in that end range, rotate to the left. Keeping your spine up nice and straight. There's no bending. You're just taking the knee out for the lunge and rotating with a nice straight spine. All right, slowly come out of it. And we're gonna do the second one here. Let's lunge off to the side again. Get that end range stretch, and then lean, reach the end of that stick forward. Remember, your weight is all on your legs. If you put more weight on the stick, one, you could fall forward. And two, the stick could slide. Both of which you're entertaining, come on up, but not what we're looking for. Well, we shouldn't be looking for it. All right, one last one. Let's lunge off to the side. And now just drop the stick to the floor. All the way down as far as you can. You can even rest your hands on the floor if you're able to get down that far. Feel that extra stretch into the hips. And let's slowly push into the floor with that foot. Come on up. Excellent. All right, let's come up to a standing position. We'll do our bowler's lunge one more time. All right, both sticks. We're gonna start on our left foot. Take our right foot off to the side. Get into our bit of a lunge here. Now let's take our sticks and rotate off to the left. Make a huge lateral stretch down that right side, and let's lunge into it however much you can, as low as you can. Weight is on the legs. Like a pretzel. Slowly come on up out of it. Back to center. All right, planting the right foot. Take that left foot out back and behind. Adjust your range accordingly. And let's go into a little bit of a lunge and rotate those sticks off to the right. And then from there, you can adjust your range accordingly. Just make sure mostly all of your weight is on your feet. Really good stretching through the glutes, down the hips. All right, push into the floor, come on back up. We're gonna go one more time on each side. And on the left, let's take that right foot out to the side and back. Get into your bit of a lunge, and let's rotate to the left. And then once you're into your end range, let's start squatting down a little bit. Get down as low as you can. Big stretching through the upper back. Push into the floor, come on up out of it. And we're gonna switch to the other side one last time. Don't worry about how far you're going down. As long as you're getting a stretch, that's all that matters. Left foot back and behind. Using the sticks for balance. Let's lunge down a little bit. And let's rotate those sticks off to the right. Once you're into your semi-comfortable position, lunge down a little bit more. Really big stretching through that upper back, the shoulders. And slowly push into the floor and come on up out of it. And let's shake it out, let's relax. And on to the next page. We got page 3 of 10. You guys are good till 7:30, right? All right, so we're gonna do some tapping. Sticks are only there for balance. We're gonna use those quads. That was the stretch we did earlier, so now we're gonna actually use them. All right, so we're gonna do a clock, basically. So we're gonna go to a crane. We're gonna tap our foot. So the sticks are gonna be in their usual position. So when you tap your foot down, you're gonna go on the outside of where your stick is. So it's in front, so I'm tapping. Then I'm gonna come up to a crane, out. So it's 3 o'clock, come up, and then tap. So when you tap back, focus on tapping the heel, not the toe. If you want to straighten the leg, tap the heel. Even though your foot's going to go flat, that's fine, but focus on the heel. Then come up to a crane, and then we'll switch feet, okay? So I'll do it from the side so you can see a little bit better. All right. Just because I showed you on the right, we'll start with the left. So left knee crane, and then tap it forward. So you can lean forward, you can stick your bum out, you can bend whatever it takes to get that foot as far forward as you can. Come on up to a crane. Tap it out to the side, as far out to the side as you can. Tapping the heel, come on up. And then tap that foot. Aim for tapping the heel, leave your toes, point your toes to the ceiling. And then come on up to a crane and relax. All right. So remember to focus on the heel and keeping those toes up. Dorsiflex your foot. That'll be on the test. Knees up. All right. Get that heel as far forward as you can. Light weight on the sticks. They're just there for balance. Come on up to crane. Out to the side. Get that heel out there. Come on up. Let's tap behind. And then come on up. Good. So we're going to do it one more time. Then we're going on to an archer move. All right, left crane, tap forward. The heel as far in front of you as you can. Bring it to a crane, tap it out to the side. Lean to the side if you need to. Get it out as wide as you can. Come on up to a crane. Tap it behind you. Remember, keep the toes up. You don't want the ball of your foot touching the floor, just the heel. Okay, finish with a crane. Good, and relax. Try and have as much weight on your foot as possible, as light on the sticks as you can. Right side crane, tap to the front. All right, come on up. Stick it out to the side. Remember, you're tapping. You're not resting your body weight on that heel. Come on up to a crane, and let's get that heel behind you. Just a light tap, and come on up, finish with a crane, and relax. Okay, we're gonna go to one stick. We're gonna do a side archer. So the stick is gonna be just in front of your toes, about the length of your forearm. So my elbow is tucked into the side, my hand is about, well, 90 degrees sticking out there, okay? I'm gonna take my left hand, place it on top. Stick is on my right, just in case you're wondering what the way the video is. As I push out with as I push out with my right hand, my left hand is gonna try and keep that stick exactly where it is, but I'm gonna step out with my left foot. So I'm gonna pushing with my right hand, and I'm reaching out with my left foot to get a really long range of motion, and then come on back up nice and tall. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. And remember, if you have one of my sticks, make sure you're rotating them so you get equal pressure all the way around. All right, and press and step. That right knee can be bent a little bit, that's fine. Just straighten that left leg out as far as you can. Both arms are super straight, and come on up. We're gonna do that 1 more time. Huge amount of tension, just working on isometrics. And let's press and step. Remember the top of the stick, try and keep it from moving so that top arm reflectively is pulling while the bottom arm is pushing, and slowly come on back in, and let's switch sides. All right, same positioning, the hands, elbows, and push out with the left arm and step out with the right foot. Try and straighten both your arms out. Feel that tension, and then relax, come on up. So your stick, be about, well, out a little bit to the side, but only about 6 inches in front of your toes. So if it's way in front here, make sure you bring it back more to the side, like 45 degrees to your toes. That way you're getting the lateral flexion off to the left. All right, here we go again. Push with the left, stick that right foot out. Straighten both arms out. Get that huge stretch down through that hip. And then come on up. We're gonna do that 1 more time. Remember to turn your stick a little bit. And 1 last time. Stick your right foot out and push with that left arm. Feel that stretch all down the front of that right hip. And slowly relax, come on up. Excellent. So we're gonna do those 1 more time. So grab both sticks. We're gonna do our heel tap. So just remember, focus on the heel tapping. Raise those toes up nice and high. Starting with the left foot, let's raise that left knee up. And then tap it in front, as far in front as you can, using the sticks as balance aids. And come up to a crane. And then tap it out to the left. Remember, it's just tapping. Come on up to a crane. And then lean forward where you get that foot back as far as you can, but leave those toes up nice and high. It's a huge dorsiflexion. And then come up, finish with a crane, and relax. All right. Right side crane. And let's tap the heel as far forward as you can without falling. And come up to a crane. Tap the heel out to the side. Come up to a crane. And tap it behind. All right, come on to finish with a crane. Good. We go 1 more repetition, both sides. All right, left side crane. And let's tap. And come on up. Out to the left. Just tapping that heel. And come on up. And take it out back. As much weight on that right foot as you can. And come on up. And relax. Good. Last time here, right crane. Tap the heel. And come on up. And tap it out to the side. STiCs or however you need them for balance. Come on up. And take that heel back. Try and keep those toes up. And finish with the right crane. Good. All right. We're going to go to our side archer. One last time on the right side. My hand is about where my elbow is. Left hand is on top. Remember to push through the stick. Still holding onto the stick. All right, right hand, push and step out with that left leg. Now you can move the stick. So when I'm doing this, I can move the stick back. I can move it front to get the maximum stretch. I can feel this all the way down my left side. Now relax it in. Bring the foot in. All right, we're going to do that again. One more time on this side, then we'll go twice on the other side. All right, push out with the right arm, step out with the left foot, move that hip around, move the stick around. Make sure you're feeling that massive stretch. Really nice deep stretch on that lateral side. All right, slowly come on up, and we're going to switch feet, switch sides. All right, left hand's on the stick, right hand's on top. Push through the stick. Stick that right foot out to the side. Remember to relax, but stay tight. I know it's a little confusing. Move around to feel the stretch. And come on up. And we're going to do that one more time. And let's do it. Push out with that bottom arm. Top arm is just hanging out there. Grip strength. And slowly come on up. Excellent. Let's rest. Grab a quick drink there if you need it. All right, so we're gonna do our dumpy squat and then our foot raise. So the dumpy squat, remember your stick is gonna be on the ceiling. All right, so when you're doing the dumpy squat, you can have the stick in nice and close. You can bend your elbows, you can have your elbows straight, don't worry about it. Before I was saying, try and have your arms straight. Don't worry about it. Just have the stick into the ceiling. Feet are nice and wide, maybe shoulder width. You can go a little wider if you want. All I want you to do is squat down, keeping your chest up, and press into the ceiling with your hands to get as low as you can. While still pressing into the ceiling, push into the floor to come on up. And then relax. Yeah, oh, and if you're lucky enough to have the black end pieces on your stick, put a sock on it or something. That normally works. Or a drink holder. Yeah. I don't want to say put a sock in it because that's a different term. All right, we're going to do this again. All right, put it on the ceiling. Press into the ceiling. Remember, shoulder blades down and back. Stack your shoulders. Stay nice and solid through the shoulder joint. And let's push and squat. Keep that chest up as much as you can. Push. You keep that resistance through the core. And push into the floor. And come on up under resistance. And relax. Good. So we're going to grab both sticks again, and we're going to be in a half kneeling position. Or the half kneeling position is we're going to start on our right knee with our left foot front. All right, so this is the one where we just pelvic tilt, arms are straight out. The sticks will be straight up and down. You don't have to have it tilted in. Actually, let's switch hands so you can see that one better. That's why I have two colored sticks, just depending on if I'm doing it against the wall or against me. All right, so from here, sticks are up and down. Shoulder blades are stacked. Raise your left foot in the air and just hold. We're not going to move forward or back. We're just holding. And slowly release. Okay, so this time, I'm going to get you to straighten your leg. All right, so stack the shoulders. Make sure you're nice and tight through the core, pressing down into the sticks. Slowly raise up that left foot. Now extend with not moving anything else. Slowly release. and put it back down again. And we're gonna do that again one last time. So the main idea is to not let that knee drop. All right, it will a little bit, but try not to let it happen. Let's do that one more time. So stack the shoulders, brace the core, and raise the foot. Keep the knee right where it is. Extend, squeeze, and release, and relax it down. You don't have to squeeze for very long to get benefit out of that one. It's the rectus femoris firing up. So I'm pretty sure you're wondering, what muscle is that? So the bonus part is while you're here and we're pushing that hip forward, getting into position, we're stretching the muscle that we were just working on that last set. Bonus. All right, so here we go. So in position. Oh, another you have called active feet. You can push with your toes or you can have your foot flat. Up to you. I'd recommend having active toes. All right, so brace yourself and raise the foot and extend the leg. And bring it back and relax it down. Sorry, we started right off with the extending the foot. First time, we didn't. That's right. I don't mind. Do you guys mind? No? Good. Let's do it again. Raise the knee, extend, relax, and put it down. We're gonna do that one more time. It's a great way to build up some body heat. Stack everything, raise the knee, extend the foot, relax the foot, put your foot down. All right, come on up. We're gonna go on to some core. All right, so for the core that we're gonna do, we've done it before, we're gonna be lying down, and it's the dead bug tap. So as we're in a dead bug position, we're gonna have our stick on our left foot, right hand, and then we're gonna go straight out, and then bring your hand and foot up to tap the stick. So I'll give you guys a second or two to get down. All right, so left knee is bent up, so my foot is dorsiflexed. My right arm is straight up and down from my shoulder, and my left arm and right leg are stretched out. So from here, brace your core, push into your foot, and now let's bring the other arm, the left arm and right foot up to tap the stick and back down. Keep pressing. We're gonna go again. Tap, and slowly bring it back down. You can go whatever speed you want to go at. I'm doing 5 reps. Now you can stop when I stop. Nice and smooth and controlled, keeping that constant tension. Hopefully I don't miscount and do 7 or 8. That's right, that was 5. All right, so we're gonna switch legs. Now we're on the right foot and left hand. Now remember, keep those toes up. You can keep the stick just on top, just above that right knee. So stretch out our left leg and right arm and brace, pushing into the foot. Let's bring our hand and foot up to tap and then back down again. Staying tight the whole time. There's 2. Nice and smooth and gentle. Keeping that constant tension. 3. Keep that core braced. 4. And 4. And that's it. All right, so we're gonna flip around onto our bellies. It's basically the Superman exercise that we've done before. We're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it with a stick. So all you're gonna do is, while you're stretched out, I figure out which way I can do this without hitting anything. So as we're lying on the floor, you're gonna start with the stick, face at the top of your head because you're gonna be next to the floor. And all I want you to try and do is extend your arms and then raise the stick off of the floor. So while you're down here, you're gonna extend, raise it off the floor, relax it, and bring it back. Okay, so when you raise your hands, think of pulling apart on the stick just a little bit to activate all those shoulder muscles. Doesn't matter how high you get, remember it's the squeeze, it's the contraction that you want. All right, so we're gonna do 5. Let's reach our arms out, pull apart slightly on the stick, raise the stick off the floor, relax it down, pull it into rest. So Always keep the shoulders stacked. Always keep the shoulders back and keep them away from your ears. Let's extend the arms, pull apart slightly, and then up, down, and then bring it back. So remember, it's only the arms extending, shoulders stay back. Let's reach, raise, release, and come back in. And let's do that again. Reach it out, pull apart on the stick, raise it, release it down, and come back in. Good, and we're gonna do that one last time. Let's reach our arms out, pull apart on the stick, raise as high as you can, feel the squeeze, release it down, slide it back in. Good. So, now that you know how to do both of those two, we're gonna do them again. Dead bug, tap, hand and leg tap. So on our back with the stick, end of the stick, on our left toes, with our right hand right above our right shoulder, and stretch out the left arm and the right leg, press into the foot, and let's come on up. Here we go. 1, slow and control. 2, keep that core nice and braced while you're pushing that stick into the floor. 3, 4, last one, 5. Good. Let's relax and switch feet. So keep that dorsiflexion, keep those toes up. Left hand's above my left shoulder, left leg, right arm stretched out. And brace. Make sure the core is super tight. And let's go. Here we are. 1. Remember, you're just bringing them up to tap the stick. You don't have to touch your feet and toes. Feet and toes? Hands and toes. Keep that tension. There's 3. 4. Finish with this last one. 5. Good. Slowly release. And we'll finish with our Superman. So feet back. Lie down. Make sure you got plenty of room. And start with the stick at our forehead. Hands are going to be all around your elbow to shoulder positioning, width apart. Let's extend our arms, pull apart on the stick, raise the stick up. Relax it down and bring it back in. Remember that shoulder blades are always down and back towards your lower back. Let's extend, just straighten the arms, pull apart on the stick and raise. Relax, bring it in. There we go, number 3. Extend, pull apart, raise, relax, slide it back in. 2 more, reach it out, pull apart, raise, relax, bring it in. And one last repetition. Let's reach out, pull apart, extend it up, get those arms up nice and high, relax it down, and slide the stick back underneath in. Come on up. A nice tall standing position. And because of all the squeezing of that upper back, we're going to finish with our arm cross T-zone stretch. So hands nice and light on your stick. Remember to keep them wide. And let's spin it around. Getting a stretch automatically, left arm up. Squeeze your glutes and hunch forward. Breathing relaxed. But breathe deep, using everything. And slowly release, come on up. Let's spin those arms around, right arm on top. Make sure you're getting stretched right off the get-go, and let's hunch forward. And slowly release. Spin the back around. This is where we do our side bend. So with the left arm on top, we side bend to the right. Whatever arm you have on top, you're side bending to the opposite side. All right, slowly come on up. Let's spin the arms around. One last time. And side bend. Slowly release. Come on up. And there we go. Done. Ooh, wow. Oh yeah, I saw you. Give us a spin. Come on. I've been practicing.
Thank you.